We are. All right. What can I say? Welcome back into the channel, folks. Welcome back to fishing. Thanks for coming in. Yes, sirree. Let's do this. Yep, let's do this, folks. Water's continuing to go up. We're up about another 7, 8 inches. Haven't stopped rising yet. That's a good sign. Pushing these bigger fish in. Thanks for coming back in, my friends. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome back in. If I got my pants roll up here, it's nice and warm out here, so I got getting some sun on my legs. Tell you what, let me get these rods out and get that backup cell phone over here, and we'll check that chat. You guys are having a great day, my friends. Yeah, we had a little bit of a problem on the last feed, breaking line and everything. I did change my lines, although my Ozark trails, it just won't take the line I want to put on it. It's just not big enough, so we're gonna have to replace that one, I'm afraid. It's the that time of the month. I gotta pay my cell phone bill out here. Trying to catch you guys some fish. We just got some, like about 90 of these smaller worms plus a few night crawlers mixed in. So we're gonna see what we can catch today. Up, first train, earbuds out, volume's down, folks. Yeah, I got great timing, don't I? Great dang timing, don't I, folks? Oh, I couldn't have timed that any better. Yeah, that's just a little one. That's just the engine going by, so don't have much noise on that one. Let's see, this one is lighter weight. I kind of want to put this one here a little bit. We got new line on our reels. Hopefully I did a good job putting that on there. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Put a little bit bigger hook on this one too. I was kind of bummed out the other day that I'm missing that big flatty down here. That was definitely a flathead. There's nothing else on this river that will just set on the bottom like that and won't move. We're back out here again, trying to see if we can get some revenge. Give me a minute to get these rods put out here, and I'll come and check that chat, folks. Dig up a few good worms in here. I got 90 little stinkers in here. No night. Well, I do have a few like regular garden night crawlers. They're about the same size as those neons. They're few and far between. I think I got like 4 or something today. Bite. Oh, you little stinker, man. That was hitting it weird. Ooh. Never fails, this spot's got something actively feeding down here. We're about at the level where I'm going to start moving back into that cove. Because once that water starts warming up, those ones that go up back in their bedding and stuff, they'll move back there. It wasn't very far out either. I didn't think they would be after the other day, you know, hooking those big grass carp down here in the shallows. Water's rising slowly. Perfect opportunities for these guys to come in here and gorge up. You never know what's down here. That could have been a striper, could have been a blue chat, channel, grass carp, buffalo, who knows? What they need to do is get back out there and try and hook them again. That looks pretty good. This is my little heavier weight. We're gonna casting that over to the right. Yeah, this is new line. I gotta watch getting it wing knots in it. It'd be a nuisance when you put new fresh line on it. Really mess you up. Especially when you got like temperatures. Temperatures about 85 out here right now. We've got a decent amount of wind, 7 to 10 miles per hour, gusting to about 25. So sunny part. Oh, we got some clouds around, not many. Let's see what's going on in chat here. And here we go. Here we go, folks. We're a little off angle there. Get just a little hair to the left. It's almost impossible to set these cameras exactly right when you go in as close as I do. So you just gotta turn her on and fix her up as you go. All right, that looks pretty good now. We're gonna refresh this real quick and come right back. See, Pure Coops are awesome, my friend. First in line. Yep, first in chat today. Pure Coop says hi. See, Jason, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Jason says, Mike, brother. Jason says, hey, Pierre. See, Melvin, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Melvin says, good luck today. Awesome, my friend. I appreciate that. And I'm not sure what language that is, but with the red says hi. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. English if you can. If you can, emojis are fine, my friends. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? How you doing, Chris? Chris says, good luck today. Thanks, my friend. I might need it today. A lot of stuff on my mind. I had to get out fishing. Chris says, Pierre, Jason, Melvin. Jason says, hey, Chris, brother. And another train, folks. And that's a bigger one there. This is on a different shot. Yep, on a different shot today. We moved quite a bit further down. Don't look like. Oh, you will. Man, that was just doubling it. Yeah, I'm a little scared now, folks. Guess what's in the shallows down here again? It hit just the same as it did on the smaller rod the other day. That was some big whatever it was, but it was doubling that rod like that. Like that forward. That's perfect. I already jumped my first copperhead down here. Copperhead or well, it was a bad looking snake. Yeah, we're about we're just about 20 yards right up this cove. The current's actually changed a little bit down here right now, so I had to kind of improvise. Man, that's got me. I don't know why I'm missing that fish. Ooh. Yeah, that's just pop. Come on, you old stinker. I know what you are. I'm gonna be in trouble if I hook her. I was getting a pop over here too. Let's see what she did. these guys might be in right to the bank today. The rising water, they could be in here super close. There's almost no current down here. We got a barge up the river, folks, so you guys can see that to the left. That's pretty much stopped the current in this one spot. Pretty good. Gotta settle it. Just gotta be patient with this one, folks. He's picking it up and just nibbling at it. There he goes again. Hop, hop. Got some interested folks. What says, hey, Chris here. See, John P, what's going on? How you doing, John? John says, MVP, brother. Awesome, you can come in and visit today. John P says, Chris. Let's see, Jason says, howdy, John. Let's see, John says, Melvin. Chris says, John. Let's see, hog fishing, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Do appreciate you visiting today. I hope you're having a great day. What's up? We just got started, my friend. Mike, come on, come on. God, oh, he pulled off. Man. Ooh, I had that one. Man, that was heavy. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I hope I didn't spook it. Yeah, he's pulling on it pretty good. I don't know why I missed that bite. Looks super razor sharp. No problems with the tip. I don't think I spooked it. I got a little bit of a pop in him. Just a little weight there, but I don't think I bothered him. Don't think I bothered that fish. We got our heavier line on here today. We changed lines. Hopefully we can land these brutes today. All right, back to the chat. John says coops. See, Hawk says catching any. We just got started, my friend, just a few minutes ago. We are getting some bites, though. This is something big over here. Yesterday, I had to use like super light line to get these carp and stuff to hit in the shallows. Today, they don't care. They're hitting the heavier line. That current picked up on me. I think we're getting some pretty good bites, so I think we're in luck today. It says hog. If you guys haven't checked out Hogs, you really should. That's an awesome channel. He does some bass fishing, cat fishing. Make sure to sub up to him. Yeah, man, buddy, go out fishing all the time. And like me, he doesn't mind jumping into water every once in a while. Yes, YouTube Looney Tunes have got to stick together. This one is just Got a couple pops out there, but I don't know. I honestly don't, because I missed a big flathead down here the other day on this deeper rod. And I put a little bigger hook on. I don't think they like it. And sorry about the trains, folks. They pass periodically down here. Let me re-bait this and I'll get back to that chat, okay, folks? Yeah, we are on the Mississippi River, but we're a little bit further down the bank than usual. You guys can see that cove right behind me. The bridge is up in front of you guys, but it's quite a bit distance up. So. It was just this angle looked too good to me. There he goes again. I gotta watch this one because those grass carp, they can all of a sudden decide to pull that rod in on you. But we did change our line, folks. That's the last of our line. Forgot to mention, folks. Phone bill's coming up. Care Bear, what's going on? How you doing, Care Bear? Care Bear says hi. Yep, Jason says nothing yet. He says, hey, hog. Here says Jason. Yeah, that current's ripping again. Ripping right down the bank. Kind of holding. I don't want to pull that in yet. These first few minutes can be exciting. Jason says lunchtime. All right, my friend, have a good meal on me. See Mahad, what's going on? How you doing, my pod? Mahad with the fish emojis. Mahad says hi. Hi, Mahad. Mahad with the. Hope you're feeling better today, my friend. See Mahad says hi. The dog says, I hope you have a great day too. Thank you, my friend. John C says, got shot hogs here. Let's see Travis, what's going on? How you doing, Travis? Travis says, hi, have you caught anything? No, we had one on this closer rod pop off on us, but we just got started just a few minutes ago. I'd say about 10 minutes. This is kind of a new angle, a new spot for me, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what angles and stuff to hit this spot properly. Looks like this one's fine, it's just this one I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring it out. I'll figure it out. Let's see Jamar, what's going on? How you doing, Jamar? Jamar says, happy fishing, have a great day. Thanks, my friend. Have a great day, too. Chris says, Mahad, welcome back. Let's see, Danny, what's going on? How you doing, Danny? Danny says, MVP, let's go. Chris says, hello, Travis and Jamar. Chris says, Danny, Mr. President. Jason says, Danny. Randy, what's going on? How you doing, Randy? Rand says, Mike MVP, tight lines, brother. Tight lines, my friend. Let's see, Danny says, hey, everyone, how's everyone doing today? Got him. My drag's not right. I got a hook into that. Fish on, folks. That's the first fish. It was a nice freshwater drum. Boy, that hit nothing like those other bites where they were pecking. That one just tried to drag the rod in. Never fails. These guys are everywhere down here. Come here, big guy. Yeah, that's a couple pounds. 2.5 pounds for sure. Yeah, I'll go by 2. And he's got some bite marks on him. Someone grabbed him from the head and missed him. I'm gonna show you this, guys. Amazing how a 2-pound fish can look like something tried to eat him. Recently, too. Yeah, check this guy out. Those missing scales across the body there, that line. Something tried to eat him. Yeah, probably that flathead I got up to the bank the other day and popped off. The silvers on that guy. Gorgeous fish, folks. Absolutely beautiful. I don't love doing this, folks. Really do. Get him in here close for you guys. Yep, see that line there? Yeah, something got him by the head and he got away. Yeah, he probably stuck up those top dorsal fins and fish went, owie, 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 patooey. This one got you, buddy. Yep, he's just holding on to it. He didn't even have hook in his... Yeah, they got crushers in the bottom of their throats. It's basically just all bone. A lot of times you don't even get the hook in them. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me get a couple of these rocks out of the way so I don't break my neck trying to show you guys any fish off. All right, that's better. That's better. That's one of my little night crawlers. Yeah, the biggest night crawler I got, it was a big night crawler, but most of the actual night crawlers I got are like maybe a ½ inch long. They're still growing. By summer, they'll be a foot long. Yeah, we raise our bait because we can't afford to buy said bait. Said bait is extremely expensive at the stores. Said bait costs over $5 for a dozen. These guys are free. Now it does take me about a ½ hour to dig 100 of them, but what the heck? I'd rather take that ½ hour out of my day than spend $5. $5 is a pack of smokes or several cups of coffee, a soda, something to eat, any of those things. Yeah, I could buy a whole meal down here for $5. Did not like that gas. Come on, buddy. Come on. I got my other line. I thought I had it. It's a little bit too far over to the right. I knew I didn't like that cast. I was right over my line. Yeah, this is our lighter weight, so she pushes into the bank. And these big old grasses, they've been up and down the shoreline. So instead of messing with those drum as much, I do have one rod kind of pointed towards them in this direction over here, but fishing more of this grass carp location. I think I got a fish on there, folks. I'm not. Please fish. Get off here, man. That stuff piled up. No wonder that rod was pulling like a light. When the water's raising down here, you'll get a lot of crud on your line. I'm working on getting back into that chat, folks. I do apologize. Beginnings of these feeds can be pretty hectic. Sometimes you get down here and you can't keep the lines out. It doesn't seem quite that good today, but it's pretty close. There goes some goopers overhead. And we're going to go in closer with this one. Our bites have been in close, so let's go in closer. Maybe these fish will pull right into the bank down here. I don't know. Let's get back to chat. Let's see, Randy says Jason. Let's see, Randy says Chris. See, somebody really, what's going on? How you doing, somebody really? Somebody really, yep, you were here, my friend. Somebody real with a thumbs up. Awesome, my friend. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, Randy says, Danny. Let's see, Jason says, hey, somebody. Let's see, somebody says, hi, Jason. Let's see, release to the grease. What's going on, my friend? How you doing today? Grease says, yo, Mike, what's up, brother? Chad, how's it going? We just got started. We caught one drum about 2 pounds. Missed another, popped off on us. See, somebody really says, sup, Jason. That's awesome. I've been trying to get him up to 50 subs. Jason the Mason, he goes out with fishing with me sometimes. If you see me down at Columbia Bottoms, not our last feed, but the feed before that, yep, that guy in the background, that was him. He'd have been on that live feed, but some dummy left his phone in the back seat. Let's see, Randy says, release, brother. Let's see, release says hi. Danny says, I'm 9 subs away from... Oh, Danny went fishing. How you doing, my friend? Danny says, I'm 9 subs away to 1,000 subscribers. Awesome, my friend. That's a big milestone. I was doing long form for quite a while. It took me over a year to start doing live feeds. So it took me about a year and a half to get to 1,000 subs. Release says, come on, y'all. Double tap that screen. Yes, sir. Like, subscribe, share us out, my friends. Let's see. Jenny says, got him. Yes, sir, my friend. I'm pretty good with those quick hook smoke sets. Let's see. Chris says, Mr. Release. I might have to change this big hook. I don't think they want anything to do with it out there. Let's see. Jamar says, oh, yeah. Put it on the barbecue. Not today. I have been thinking about doing a catch, clean, and cook down here, but haven't gotten to it yet. It'd be very easy. Just pile up some rocks, put some wood there, clean that fish, rotisserize it for about 20 minutes on either side. They come out pretty good. Let's see, Melvin. Yep, got you, my friend. Ahmad, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Ahmad with the fishy emojis. Congratulations. See, thank you, my friend. I hope you're having an awesome day. Danny says exactly what happened. Got him. It's on, folks. Man, these guys can fight. Another nice freshwater drum. Yeah, that'll go about 1.5 pounds. Yeah, that won't break the 2 mark. Yeah, that might be just, yeah, that's about 1 pound. Yeah, these are the keeper size, though. Yeah, these are the eaters ones, the ones you'd want to eat down here. Smaller the better down here. Another gorgeous, like bronze colored one. These guys are in here nesting, so they got their tuxedos on. They'll actually turn colorations like a bluegill or something. Like, oh, you little man! Jeez, that rod was doubling. Dang it! Ah, boy. Man, I missed that one, folks. You could see that in the background. That rod was doubling. Let me get the hook out of this guy, and we'll get him back in the water. Yeah, he took it another time. He took it like... Well, that's a big one. Just busted the surface out there. Man, that was big. He's got it like right in the crushers again. Hard to get a finger right behind that hook. All right, she feels like she's loose. All All right, she's out. Yeah, you just gotta push behind those crushers and they come out every time. See, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was doubling over here. Man, that was just, wow, that was a hard pop. And I just missed that one. That rod was going hard. And he got all that worm off too. Well, I'd rather him get the bait off than get a hook into him and have it pull off. Because that's when you spook them. You guys have ever noticed if you're out fishing and you wind up hooking a fish and it popping off, that'll spook them. Actually, oddly enough, it spooks them more than if you hook them and land them. Because a lot of times if you hook them and land them, they just go to the bottom and rest. While if you hook them and miss them, they'll actually, you know, get kind of irritated and aggressive and kind of spook the other fish around. I've seen that with bass, crappie, bluegill, with catfish. That was in here closer. I remember that. That was in here closer. I definitely remember putting that in closer. Still no rocks showing across the river, so we got a big barge coming up the river, folks. Hang on to your belts. Yeah, that one's doing about 30. Double decker. I did try to push the rods back as far as I can, but I need my rods down by the water with this wind to see bites. Not as easy as you think to see bites in this 15, 20 mile per hour wind sometimes. Even if you set on these rods, you got to be just very wary of them. Hop, hop, hop. Come on. Yeah, I think they're in closer today. We were casting quite a bit further out yesterday. Today they seem to be in closer. Hop, hop. Hop, hop, come on. Got him. Fish on, folks. Yeah, that's better. That's got some weight to it. Yeah, that's got some weight to it, folks. Well, that's like weird. What we got? I think that was yeah, buffalo. Yeah, these guys you gotta watch because they can take off. They spin around in circles and then they'll suddenly take off like a striper. Look at that. He just scared some minnows right by the bank. Man, I should have brought my minnow trap. Yeah, that's 5 or 6 pounds. Yeah, see how he's spinning around in circles? I'm surprised I hooked this one. This is one of my big hooks. Yeah, I didn't hook him by much either. Man, just he's barely hooked. Alright, we got him. Yeah, I didn't hook him by much. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Give it up, buddy. I got you. Ow, they like to play possum sometimes down here too. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Wow. Yeah, he pulled his mouth. Creation, dude. Yeah, there we go. Look this out, folks. Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 pounds. It's not a monster per se. She's getting on her way to be a river brute and eventually a big old river monster. Yeah, just hold still, buddy. I'll get you back in the water here in a second. Gorgeous fishing. Beautiful. Those silvers and blues and greens, metallic. These guys are so healthy down here. Always surprised at how healthy these big old buffalo are down here. Gorgeous fish, folks. Oh, yep, he tightened up there for a second. I think he might. But let's get a good thumbnail of this fish. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciated. Yeah. The only way to get those suckers in is get them in a barrel. Sheesh. Oh, let's get these rods back out and I'll get to that chat as quick as I can here. Yeah, this one was ready. I just had to cast that one back out. And this one needs some more bait. Saw him real quick. You guys are enjoying the show, my friends. Yeah, I really am amazed at the quality of fish down on this river. About a decade ago, it was like this river was dead. You couldn't catch anything down here. Maybe a drum or two, maybe a sturgeon or two. And then they did something to clean her up. And I started seeing some really unique fish down here again. Stripers, walleye. Started seeing those skipjack again. Those skipjack don't take very dirty water. So as soon as I started seeing those skipjack, I knew the water was getting good. I've even caught a few crappie around. Yeah, that's obviously when the water's low or I'm like jigging around the edges for white bass and stripers. I'll wind up looking like a pound crappie or something. It's unintentional. Yeah, I was in real close to the bank, folks. That was a little bit further than that, but not much. You guys know how new monofilament it is. It can stick to itself. That kind of knocked the drum down on me. Yeah, this is one of our night crawlers. I don't have many of them. That's about what it was. Let in a little bit, and we're good to go. Light again. Got that little stinker, I think. Yep, I got him. It's on. I'm quite ready to get to that chat, and these guys got a hit again. That third freshwater drum. So 3 freshwater drum and a buffalo. These guys are fired up today, folks. And another one with a bite out of them. See that mark right there? Missing scales. Someone took a bite out of him, folks. That's like a little half pounder. That's a little half pounder and change. Get the hook out of you guys. Back in the water. All right, hook is out. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let's leave a rod out for now so I can get to that chat. They're not giving me much opportunity with 2 rods to read you guys' chat. They are really fired up today, folks. Let's get back here. Let's see. Where was I here in chat? And I lost my spot in chat. Damn. Alright, here we are. Granny says, good busy work. Let's see, Release says, come on y'all, double tap that screen. Let's see, Chris says, Mr. Release. I see him hitting it on. I can't keep even 1 rod out. Let's see, Release. Let's go. Double tap. History, double tap that screen. Make sure to like and subscribe, my friends. Let's see, Jamar says, oh, yeah. Let's see, Mod. Yeah, I had all these. What the heck? see, Tika, what's going on? How you doing, Tika? Carol. Yeah, Carol. Let's see, where do you live? Fall River 5. To buy a meal. There's a gas station down by me that you can get a $4 meal deal. It's $4.99. That's a big one, folks. Yeah, that's shaking its head. Get 2 pieces of chicken and an order of wedges for $5. Yeah, that's a big one, folks. That's big. What do we got now? Oh, it's running, way up current, fast. What do we got, folks? Right into the bank. That's a brute, folks. That whatever this is. Big grass carp. Oh, good googly. Well, am I gonna land this sucker? Yeah, they do. They have a $5 meal deal at Crunchy Chicken down by me at the gas station. Yikes! This is a big one, folks. See if I can land this brute today. That's a river monster. That's about 10 easy. 10, 15, I think. Yeah, she is really riled up too. She is mad. Look at that fish take off. Man, that fish. You wonder why I'm breaking these guys off. This is only 8-pound test. Oh yeah, that's a 15. 14, 15 pounds on this one. Yeah, he's just thrashing that head. Boy, this is going to be entertaining. Best place to do this is right in front of you guys, too. Only place, in fact. Come on, big guy. Yeah, this is fighting nothing like that flathead I had the other day. I got him right into the bank. See how this fish is running? Going up and down. That flathead just sat on the bottom, man. When I got him near the bank, he had nothing to do with it. He was just going to say, you better get me in. You're going to have to double that rod over. And that hook, the line didn't break. It slipped. I didn't want to think about that. I'm taking my time with this one. We haven't landed a beast like this in a while. I broke off 2 of them the other day. I got to take my time. Man, that fish is just dogging me. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, my friends. Yeah, it's actually getting fun doing this. Oh yeah, that's a 15. Yeah, when I get him in here, he's really not gonna be happy. I got him right in the lip too. Ugh. That is so easy to pop out. When you get them inside here, it's better. When you get them all right on the tip of that lip, man, it's so easy for that to pop out. Yeah, that's a 15. Yeah, this is so much easier when I'm on like a sandbar, which there isn't any anywhere. It's just, this shoreline is nothing but rocks. I don't want to tear this fish up. I could drag him in over these rocks, and 9 times out of 10 I get him. It's just that I hurt him when I do. I don't want to hurt these guys. I want to catch him, show him off to you guys, and then get him back in the water and catch him again. Ooh, man, he's just mad. Thrash that head. Yeah, this can be a fight of a lifetime, folks, if you've never done this before. It's like fighting a mix between a steelhead, big chub minnow, and a shark. Shark without any teeth. Like it was bad to a bad dentist. He lost all his teeth. Come on, big girl. Oh, no. She knows she's going in the shallows, and she don't like that spot. Bounce it, rock. Come on. Come on in here, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Just guiding this guy in here. All right. Come on, big guy. Give me a break, buddy. Give me a break. I think we got her, folks. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Yep, we got her in a bear hole, folks. It counts. I actually got her perfectly in the lip that time. Oh, yep, she don't like that hook being jiggled. She don't like that hook being jiggled. They got rather sensitive mouths, so ow! Ow, 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 ow. Give me a break, buddy. Give me a break, give me a break. That hook out of you. Ah! Hook is out, folks. Hook is out. There we go, folks. Yeah, that's actually between about, I'm gonna know about maybe 12 or 13 on that. So, yeah, that's about 12. We got one in, folks, for you guys. Yeah, that is a textbook, beautiful, super fat grass carp there. Gotta love doing this. Yep. She don't like this. I got her in a bear hole though, so let's get her in here closer for you guys. She got a little blood on her lip, but nothing to worry about that. That's nowhere you need to worry about. Gorgeous fish, folks. Look how fat she is. All right, girl. Let's get you back. Back in the water. All right. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so much for this shirt. I just washed this thing. Hey, gummit. Amazing wet that hook. You know why? Alright. Tell you what, let me check this chat, folks. We haven't chatted in a plug minute. Now, by the way, I live in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's see Jason laughing his butt off. Let's see, Jag says, hey, where the fish? Hey, we're catching them, my friend. 3 freshwater drum, a buffalo, and a big old grass carp now. Jag says, yeah. Chris says, fish on. See, Swamp, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Swamp says, looks peaceful out there. Hope you're enjoying it. I definitely am, my friend. It's a gorgeous day. It's about 80 degrees, 85, but when this wind blows off this water, it feels like an air conditioner. See, Chris says, nice one. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, those were the drum. Boy, I'm backed up in chat. See, Jag says, what is that? Yeah, they're called sheephead, freshwater drum, or or white perch. Let's see, Aaron, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Aaron says, afternoon, brother, MBP Fishing. Afternoon, my friend. Let's see, E.T. Tet. E.T. Tet, this man be catching fish. Yeah, I get them up to the bank. I don't always land the suckers. Yeah, you use light gear and you can get a lot more bites than most people, but landing them, that is the trick. Let's see, Cindy, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Chris says, nice one. Cindy says, nice. Somebody really says, get that, Cindy. Cindy says, hey, everybody. Let's see, DJ, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? DJ says, hi, MVP. Let's see, Patrick, what's going on? How you doing, Patrick? Patrick says, hi. Patrick says, where are you at? This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River. Behind you guys, if you go about a half mile upriver, you'll be on the arch grounds. DJ says, oop, oop, oop. Let's see, Faz, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Let's see, Faz says hi. Let's see, DJ says, nice one. I appreciate that, DJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you. DJ says, fight, fight, fight. Yeah, that was a fight and a half. Let's see, Sebastian, what's going on? How you doing, Sebastian? Sebastian says, great, congratulations. Oh, yeah, they fight harder than any bass. And in the hot part of the summer, they will hit topwaters and chatterbaits and stuff down here. They're aggressive. Cindy says grass carp. Yep, you got it, Cindy. Let's see. Give air if it's not a catfish. Yeah, that's why I get them in and out of the water quickly. That way that fish can survive really well, get back out there, grow some more, and I can catch them again. Oh, yeah, they are, Cindy. And these guys like to thrash their heads, man. When you set the hook on them, they're shaking their heads like, here, here. He says, yeah. It's a 15-minute bite. Hey, my longest on feed is like 35 minutes. Yeah, it was a 46-pound grass carp I had out here. And I have one come close to it. I felt like 35 minutes. That was a 50-pound flathead. Let's see, Sebastian says beautiful. I appreciate that, Sebastian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, DJ says bravo. Thank you, DJ. Let's see, DJ says skip lens. All right, folks, let me get these rods back out. Finish off that chat. I think I'm pretty caught up right now. Pretty close. We do get a minute or two between the between when they come in and when they don't. Yeah, he really sprayed that line. I should have retied that, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's the best way to entice an even bigger one to hit is when you land a big one, don't retie your line. Oddly enough, it works quite a bit. You just don't want it to work. Like, please, I don't want to get an even bigger one than that on that thing. That was on one of my night crawlers. I've only got 4 of them big night crawlers. Now, everything, including the other fish, are eating these white worms, but they seem to like those garden variety night crawlers more than anything. You can buy your worms, and they work okay. Especially yesterday, I did show those neons work pretty good, but you saw that fish did not even care about that weight. That's about 3/8 of an ounce of weight holding out here, so he did not care. That wasn't that far out. I was like about right there. That's one rod back out. You guys are enjoying the show today. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, these are just like little garden variety, like little white worms, majority of them. They work. I mean, all you have to do is put 2 or 3 of them on the hook. And with carp fishing, you're usually using a smaller hook anyway, so you can put even the smallest worm on. Like, look at that. That gob of worms is the size of a quarter, and that's just 3 small worms. And I can dig 100 of those in like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. They're not that difficult to dig. They're usually up by the surface. As opposed to those big night crawlers, they tend to get a little deeper, unless you had a recent rain or something. Now, I do have a rug in my backyard. Those ones are growing up right now. Let's see, Texas, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Texas says, nice catch. Thank you, Texas. Let's see, Sebastian says, nice. Let's see, Rue, what's going on? How you doing, Rue? Rue says, I'm glad I didn't scroll, thinking it was a bass. There are some big stripers down here in the, I see the biggest one I missed last year was about 20 pounds. I have landed him in the 8 to 12 pound class down here at the bike. Come on, buddy. Hop, 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 come on. Hop, hop, hop. Got him. Come on, folks. Uh-oh. Popped off. That just popped off on that one. Yeah, no hook break, no nothing. She just popped off on me. Hook's razor sharp. Let's bite out there. Oh, that stupid drag! I forgot to set her back. Yeah, that was a mistake. After that big grass carp, I forgot to reset that drag. Your drag has to be set down quite a bit when you set the hook on these guys. Another train, folks. Earbuds out and volume's down. Yeah, we're about 20 yards upriver from where our previous spot is, but you can still get those trains in the background. Volume, anyways. I'm not sure what that last one was. Pretty good. It's starting to hard enough for me to have the drag going. It's too off on me. So wide, that hook is not bent. Oh, that's great. Great, tips intact. I saw that one. So the butt of that rod bounce. Got it. Come on, folks. Not as big as nearly as big as our last one, but still a good fighter. What do we got? Up and down, Pat. First piece of the day. That's a nice pound channel. Boy, that's a pretty healthy channel catch there. Alright, which is out of him. And let go of my finger, you little stinker. Ow, 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 ow. Cat, let go, let go. He was biting down there pretty good. Yeah, that's a nice little pound channel catfish. That's our third species. Actually, 4 species. We've caught a buffalo, we've caught, I believe, is it 5 freshwater drum, a grass carp, and this is It's a nice little channel catfish. So we caught one grass carp, buffalo, channel catfish, drum. Yeah, four species so far today. Gorgeous channel catfish, folks. Beautiful. Yeah, that's just like a nice little pound. It's not a kitten, but it's yeah, it's a cat, but it's not. These guys get about 8 or 10 pounds down here. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. What, these fish can take it out of you, folks. They just do not want to give up. When you get some worms down here and they know there's some food in the water, they don't mind that lip piercing to get their bellies full. Because they know 9 times out of 10 I'm just going to miss them anyway. Like there are times when I wouldn't mind a lip piercing for a good old T-bone steak. Yeah, we've got some catfish moving in here, folks. Seems like the higher this water gets, the closer these catfish are coming into the bank. These guys are, like, I got that flathead the last feed. He wasn't but about 8 or 10 feet from the bank when I set the hook on him. Now, when he ran all the way out there to the middle of the river and then just kind of sat down on the bottom, I had to really force him to pull back. I finally got him in here, and that's when he just really sat on that bottom. And I'm sure there are more flatheads in here. In fact, I'm sure that flathead's still in here. He's probably spit that hook already, because that hook slipped. There was no monofilament on that hook when it broke off. Yeah, you guys know how my worms like to sit on the dang bottom. The rocks are baking hot. The air is nice and cool up in top, so what do the worms do? They go down to the bottom to roast to death. I don't get it. I don't get that. And yes, terrible Michael. That's about 3 feet to the left. That's where I want it. That's better. That's better. I'm kind of trying to keep these two rods like side by side. One's in just a little bit deeper water, but not much. All right, let's get back to that chat. See what's going on. You guys are just tuning in. Thank you. Don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Like, subscribe, and share. Helps out the channel so much. Oh, I'm missing lots of chat here. This is, ooh, nice one. This says hi. I'm gonna have to go to channel here. Let's see, Fishing with Cam says, how are you doing, brother? We're doing okay. We've got 5 freshwater drums so far. A maybe 6-pound buffalo. Probably about a 12-pound grass carp and a pound channel catfish so far. Go to channel again. Let's see, Emmanuel, what's going on? How you doing, Emmanuel? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you. Let's see, that's all stuff. All right, I got that up there. Emmanuel says hi. I'm trying to get caught up with chat here, folks. Let's see, Sebastian with the dang emojis. What is that? Let's see, Bambi, what's going on? How you doing, Bambi? Bambi says, hey, Paps. It's me, BB. Lift the mic. Awesome, my friend. I do appreciate that. Thanks for visiting today. I hope you enjoy the show. See, Scott says perfect fish for an aquarium. Gotta have a big aquarium for that one. I'd rather take one of the little itty bitty babies. All the aquariums I've ever owned have been like tiny suckers. That was pulling on it. Just set that hook. On the other one now. Got him. It's on, folks. Oh, yep, got another one, I think. Yikes. Man, that fish is running. That's something big. Actually, it don't feel like a grass carp. What have I got? Big freshwater drum. Let's bite on that rod. Got him. Doubles, folks. Doubles. Now, these are both nice fish, whatever they are. You want? Let me get this one in first. Yikes, dude. Havoc ensues. Yikes, that one's really fighting. I don't know what this one is. I got a buffalo on this one and a freshwater drum on the other. Now the buffalo fight a little bit harder, so let me get this drum in first. That's a couple pound drum. All right, buddy, set in the shallows right there. Whoa, dude. Yeah, you're seeing this live, folks. This is live. I'll sit there for a minute, buddy. I'll get you off here. That's a 6-7 pound buffalo carp. Look at him run, dude. Jeez. All right, first in line. Let's get this buffalo in here. Boy, that's a dark one there. Actually, that's only about 4 or 5 pounds, so that's not too big. All right, that's our first one, folks. Yep, that is a dark one there. This one of these mean suckers. Last time I had one of you guys, it was like fighting with a pit bull. Boy, check out the colorations on that fish. We're gonna get this one back in here quickly enough. Look at that dark black tail. Gorgeous fish, folks. Beautiful. Gotta love doing this. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. There he goes. Get this drum in here. Get this out of here too. Yeah, that's as big as the buffalo there. That's about 3 pounds, 3.5, depending upon how much food he's got in his belly. Doesn't look like he's eating much. All right, there we go. Hook is out, folks. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna get you guys a little close up in for this one. Check out those purples and blues and chromes on that fish's head. Just gorgeous. And who don't love drum? I love them. See, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So that's 6 freshwater drum, 2 buffalo, a grass carp, and a channel catfish. All right, let's get back. Let's get one of these rods back out here at least. Sheesh. I can't stand not having one rod out. Yeah, you guys see they're a little easier to land when you've got fresh line on. Even 8-pound test, fresh 8 is better than old 10. Ready. Get this right back out here. We'll come check that chat. I know I've been kind of neglecting you guys today, but geez, these guys are fired up today. Scott says, perfect for an aquarium. I'm gonna have to go to channel on this one. See, Scott says hi. How you doing, Scott? And thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. By the way, if you guys want to donate, PayPal and Cash App is linked in my description on my main channel. Also, Chime, if that makes you feel more comfortable. All donations are confidential. I will shout you out on live feed, but I won't mention numbers to everyone. I kind of feel that's a little bit tacky. Any donation is appreciated and comes in handy, my friends. It helps support the channel. I like to mention at least once a feed, so. See, Sebastian says nice. Yep. And he says, don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate that, my friend. Let's see. Luxor, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Let's see. Luxor's 543210. Let's see. Ace, what's going on? How you doing, Ace? Ace says, what's up? We're doing okay today, Ace. Got 6 freshwater drum, 2 buffalo, a grass carp, and a channel catfish. Pretty much non-stop right now. Henry, what's going on? Hi, thanks for coming in. Henry says strike. Got him. Fish on, folks. These guys are like wild up today. I wonder why that came out of the water that quickly. That's our 5th species, folks. That's a little shovel-nosed sturgeon. Yeah, these guys fight weird. All of a sudden, they'll give up right by the bank and your line will come out of the water. Yeah, you talk about a weird-looking fish. These are dinosaurs, folks. These things haven't changed since way, way back when. Yeah, that's a nice little pounder guy. Yeah, yeah, that's a shovel nose. He's got that back that back little whip on him. And check out this little guy. See how his nose goes up like that, and he's got that little that little whip on the back of him. Yeah, that's a shovel nose sturgeon. There are pallet sturgeon down here, and very, very, very rarely you'll find a lake sturgeon. Pallet sturgeon getting the 20 to 30 pound range. These get about 8 or 10. All right, see you, buddy. Oh, I want to check that out. Look at that weird mouth on the bottom. I love it. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, Texas says fish on. See, Texas says, yep, doubled up. Let's see, Miss Gigi, what's going on? How you doing, Miss Gigi? Miss Gigi says, hi, Mike and Jack. Danny says, hi, Miss Gigi. Danny says, hi, Melvin. Melvin says, hi, Danny. Sebastian says, great. He says, Melvin, Danny. Let's see, Ace, what's going on? Ace says, I'm not sure what kind of emoji that is. Like a cool emoji. I don't know. Beautiful fish, you rock. Let's go to can water. See, Johan. How you doing, Johan? Johan says hi. Or Johan, Jay. I think that's Johan. The J would be silent, so Johan. See, Richard, what's going on? How you doing, Richard? Richard says, get him. Texas says, killing them today. Vaughn, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Vaughn says, oh, hi. See, Radio, what's going on? How you doing, Radio? Radio says, is that some kind of shark? You just let them look Weird greetings from Cincinnati, Ohio. That was a shovel-nosed sturgeon, my friend. All right, let's see. 59 people in and 74 thumbs up. This is incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get these rods back out and see if we can catch some more. At this rate, these worms ain't gonna last much longer. These suckers are hitting them as soon as they hit the bottom. I gave up putting on 3 or 4 worms. I'm just not putting half the worms on them. And they still are hitting them as soon as they hit the bottom. That's a good one. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna set the hook on something down here, and you're gonna see me run, grab the tripod, and go. Because every few years I'll hook into something that takes me hour to the land. By land, I mean get up to the bank and say, yeah, that's too big, and just let it go. Yeah, when it gets over 50, 60 pounds now, it's very difficult for me to land them. When they get over 100 pounds, yeah, that's asking to wind up in the ER. When we were younger, my uncle and I, we used to come down here, but we used to come out here together. That way, when one person got a big one on, the other one could tackle it. And I ain't got no one down here. Hint, hint, Jason. Get off your butt and come out fishing. Just tell them you can't come in. I mean, you just tell them, like, I'm sick. I don't want to come in today. It's not like they watch my YouTube channel. They'll never know. And if they do figure it out, it wasn't my fault. All right, that looks pretty good, folks. Yeah, whenever that wind blows off that water, man, does it feel good. You're just flipping these suckers out, just not very far out, very close to the bank. This water's rising up slowly, but she's rising. When it rises like this, it'll push these fish right into the bank. I'm talking within a foot or two of where you would think they would be too shallow to come. I've seen several big grass carp down here right by the edge of these rocks. And you know, a 4 or 5 pound grass carp is a pretty good meal for 15 to 20 pound flathead. So they're in there too, just waiting for one of those things to make a wrong move and gulp. See, Sebastian, yep, that's from the sturgeon family. Yes, we have pallet sturgeon, shovel-nosed sturgeon, which that one was, and lake sturgeon down here. Now, those lake sturgeon get an excess of over 100 pounds. Pallet, you know, 20, 30. Those shovel-nose only get about 7 or 8 pounds. So a pound shovel-nose is, that's not a juvenile, but she's still got some growing to do. See, Five Meadow, what's going on? How you doing, Five Meadow? Five Meadow says hi. See, Sebastian says, great fish. Appreciate that, my friend. I really do hope you guys are enjoying the show today. I've been waiting so much for some nice warm weather. Kind of, you know, got to deal with the 8 to 10 mile per hour winds down here, but like I said, I'm just keeping my rod tips down. I can see those bites so far. Let's see, Richard says, not Debbie. Not Debbie. I was saying Seb. I'm pretty sure I was saying Zeb there, Rich. I don't remember anyone in chat with Debbie. See, Les, what's going on? How you doing, Les? Les says MVP. How you doing today, my friend? Let's see, Jenny says hi, Les. Put that on my arm. Big old ant. Oh, I saw that. Popped it a couple times real quick. By the way, guys, my cell phone bill is it's on its last thing there. I believe I'm about 20 bucks short of paying it off, so I'm very close. Yeah, we've had some pretty good donations this month. It's gotten tough when my my landlady sold my house, sold the house I was living in, and the new guy, he's jacked up my rent a little bit. So it's only an extra $50, but still, that's going to be tricky to make up. Let's see, Liz says, all good here in Kentucky. Awesome, my friend. Let's see, we've caught, I believe, 6 freshwater drum, 2 buffalo, like a 12-pound grass carp, a sturgeon, and a channel catfish today. Yep, all we're missing down here are buffalo, not blue cat, common carp, and stripers, and we'll get the. List says nice. Thanks, my friend. Hunting for sturgeon, what's going on? That's I gotta go to channel on that one. Yeah, Real Monster, what's going on? Monster Hunter. I just saw hunting. Monster says hi. How you doing, buddy? We've gotten 1 river monster today. 12 plus grass carp. Yeah, those brutes can be hard to land. Let's see, Grumpy Bass, what's going on? How you doing, Grumpy Bass? Grumpy says, Mike, hello, brother. How you doing, Grumpy Bass? Hope you're having an awesome day, my friend. $46 people in and 79 thumbs up. Incredible. Yeah, those casts might not have been. That's our first cast. We didn't get a bite. Seriously, since I got here, that's the first cast I went out there and I didn't get a bite. Yeah, that doesn't help either. That kind of crud can just, yeah, fish just do not like the taste of seaweed and algae and plankton, whatever that crap is. Right, I saw that. Hop up. Never know what these guys are. I just happened to look down, I saw that rod tip wobble just the very slightest. I don't know what's wrong with that one. I don't know why we're looking at it, but let's find out. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. One looks pretty good. Now, I might be casting out too far. I got one more shot out there. I think I'm casting out a little bit too far again. I don't mean to. I'm a little energized. I'm overcasting. Best is my brother. Let's see. This is Grumpy. Let's see, Grumpy says, doing good. Just got off work, getting ready for fishing. Awesome, my friend. Go get some monsters out there. Let's see, Rich said, I said Debbie, LOL. You said Debbie. It was Sebby. It was Seb. It was Sebastian. Oh, never mind. I give up. I think you lost it, Rich. Yep, Sebastian. Sebastion. The last two ones I've had, I broke down here. I literally tore them to pieces with these fish. The last one I bought was a saltwater net designed for like 50, 60 pound redfish and still broke the dang thing. Yeah, I snapped it in two. And this is not from, you know, stepping on it. I mean from actual lifting these fish up. These fish are like brutes and a half down here. Fighting with one of these guys is like bench pressing 50 pounds for an hour. I went through two of them last year. I had a smaller one and a larger one. The smaller one, the net went, and the larger one, that sucker bent right in two. It was a pretty expensive one too. I believe I spent like 60 bucks on it. It was a pretty cool rubber net. Never had any trouble with those fish getting stuck in there. The slime coatings were okay, but yeah, it just broke. I've been meaning to get another one, but oh, you're very welcome this way. Oh, you little stinker. Man, missed him. Tick. But I haven't meaning to get another one. I just haven't had any extra money recently. Hard enough keeping my cell phone on. Keeping the lights and utilities paid. I think I do a pretty good job for an individual on Social Security disability. Yeah, they expect me to work half the time. They take, since I've been stable for so many years, they expect me to work part of that. So I only get like $600 out of $900. So 600 doesn't pay for much nowadays. You get to pay for rent, utilities, a few extra little knickknacks around the house, and that's it. Oh man, that was just doubling it again. Did that break? No, it didn't. Didn't get a hook. Oh, I missed that fish. Fine. Yeah, pretty much everything you see out here was sponsored and donated from individuals. Those little donations go a long way, folks, trust me. We're gonna cut the number down. Cut it down even more. I don't know why I missed that one. I just pull and set it up and There was weight there for a second and it just popped off. Back together. That one did get a bite that time. Got a relatively good amount of work on it. Down off the hook. I got a couple big night crawlers in here still too. I haven't found them yet. Now, I'm fishing in way closer today than I was yesterday because they have moved in much closer. We've gone up about that much since yesterday, so 8-10 inches. Not quite a foot getting there. Rick said, I should have said, I miss fishing with your uncle. Oh yeah, me too, my friend. I did a, well that's probably back in my, my YouTube channel. I did a thing for him. Say goodbye. Yeah, Sebby, he was. Yeah, I too. I miss him a lot. Isn't a day I go by where I don't think about. See, Sebastian. Yep. Yeah, my uncle's name was Seb. He raised me from a little itty bitty tyke down here. He's the one that took me down here on the river and taught me everything. We used to call him Sebby. Yeah, there are some really nice people in this world. See, Tink Tink, what's going on? How you doing, Tink Tink? This is MVP. How you doing today, Tink Tink? I think our first one is down for a bit. I think we're gonna put the lid on our worms. Go over here, set a spell. I think I need to drink soda. I can still chat with you guys while I'm back and still on me. My soda out here, I think I need a little bit of liquids. We'll be in running range, so we're gonna do some takedowns. Hopefully, if the fish cooperate. Yep, just a Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, yeah, I needed that. Yeah, throat's doing quite a bit better, but I'm still getting a little bit of gunk up. Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Hope you're having an awesome day. Yeah, that looks like pretty good angle. Be turned just a smidgen. We were askew a little bit there, but we're fine. Yeah, remember guys, I had a cold. I've still got some fluid down there in my lungs. I'm still working on that. Stuff didn't fall out of my pocket. Found it.
It just gives me a minute to set down here and set back, watch the rods, get a great view of the background, the shorelines. This is the time I most enjoy, again, just sit back here and relax for a few minutes. Just give them a minute to calm down. Sometimes if I'm talking for too long, I'll spook them. If you sit on those rods for too long, and it can be... Let's see, Denny says, hi, Tink. Denny says, hit that like button. Let's see, Tink says, any luck? Yeah, we've caught 6 freshwater drum, 2 buffalo, a grass carp about 12 pounds, a channel about 1 pound, and a sturgeon about 1 pound. Yeah, I caught a few. Yeah, just a few. Just a couple. Let's see. Julian, what's going on? How you doing? Julian says nice. Thanks, Julian. I appreciate it, my friend. Far right, I saw that.
I didn't get a very good hook set in that one. Luckily, it wasn't that big. Yeah, it's about 1 pound. Nice little pounder. That's number 7. Yeah, a lot of the drum we've been getting have been 4 and 5 pounds. That's just a little guy. That's the littlest fish of the day. That's more than the sturgeon I caught. Oh. Where the rod is. I always got to watch it. When I hear something rattle, I got to look behind me to see if my rods are going in. Get the hook out of you and get you back in the water. Let's see. Get that line wrapped around my finger. So, I can get it wrapped around my finger. Yeah, they got crushers in the bottom of the backs of their throat. So all you have to do is push back against that, pull forward, and that hook comes out every time. All right, buddy. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what's called a takedown. But it's a little bit more exciting when it's over pound fish, but you never know what's down here, what's hitting your line until after you set the hook. And even then, you don't really know until you get them in. That's a nice one. I like that. I'm going to need one more little red one on here. Build a hook. That's a little micro. Just going to need one more little one in here to cover that. That's my big night crawler. He's all the way down on the bottom. Anchor. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. So that's like 30 little worms sitting right there. I knew I still had some in there. Yeah, that last worm just goes right on the back and just dangles right at the end. Get off there. Gas. This one I'm going to recast. It didn't get right this time, so let me put another worm on here and put her back out there. If you don't get a bite in a couple minutes too, you're better off just coming in what's called refreshing your baits. Just add a little bit of bait to it. You know, if you're using like skipjack or something, crush that skipjack in your hands. Get that scent going again. But the bait can lose its smell after about 15 or 20 minutes. And that's if you're lucky. These are garden varieties, so they'll last 15 or 20 minutes. Now the store-bought ones, they last about 5 minutes. But they still do put out scent, so.
Can't deny they catch fish. That one looks like it's holding pretty good. That one looks like he's holding. Nah, that one's way too long left. That's fish on there. Fish on there already, folks. What have I got this time? That's white. What have I got? That ended up pretty much on the way down. I don't think that's a drum. We got, what is that? Another buffalo. Ran over my other line, you little stinker. You little sucker. Crap. You little sucker fish. Come here. Yeah, that's about maybe 2 or 3 pounds. That's a small one. He hit it on the way down, though. Boy, that's a gorgeous little guy there. I rarely ever get him this size. Man, you know how small this fish's mouth is? This fish's mouth is smaller than my pinky finger. Good catch, huh? I didn't have him right in the right grip because he's so small I couldn't even get him in the right grip. I got you, buddy. Yeah, that's a gorgeous guy, folks. Beautiful. Gotta love doing this. That's our 3rd buffalo carp. We've caught 7 freshwater drum, grass carp, channel catfish, and a sturgeon. See you, buddy. All right, dude. Give it a break, man. See ya. I want him hitting the rock, so I got myself all mucky again. Sheesh. Yeah, that was. I wonder why that wasn't holding right. Apparently, he had grabbed it and kept on running with it. That's going to take me a 4 minutes to get this out of here. Remember I said they like to spin around? Well, that's exactly what that fish did. Except it was around my other line when he did it. So I tried to get those other rods out of the way before this happened. But I didn't get it that time. Alright, this might work. I can just snap the leader off. Pull this right through, and that is untangled. I just got to retie this leader. Instead of spending the next 20 minutes untying that knot, I'll just retie this leader real quick. Got to put the weights back on them first, of course. So they don't drop the sucker. The hardest part's about tying the hook is getting it through the dang eyes. Eyes of the weights, eyes of the hooks. There we go. And tied right back on here. Instead of spending 20 minutes to retie that, I can to untangle that. I can do that. It doesn't mean it's a stupid weight. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Grab it on the freaking block when I was trying to tie that on. Yeah, I have to get the bite on that one too. Come on, little stinker, give me a second to get this rod tied on. Alright, that one's fixed up. Still pecking on it too. Got him. Come on, folks. That's fighting pretty good. Yeah, this line's like super wrapped up somewhere. I'll come off. Thank you. This didn't come off. The line was wrapped up. What we got this time? Oh, that's a big drum. Sheesh. That's about an 8-pound drum, folks. That's a river brute. It's not a monster. I just put that right over my other line. I just got you untangled. No! What the heck am I doing? I just got you untangled. Oh, man. I just got this untangled, too. Son of a fumble. Crap. I'll have to do this again. That's got to come off so that I can get this one. I did not. Where's the proper line here? Heck. Hang on, folks. This is just. That fish ran right through my daggone line, too. Alright, that's untangled. I just gotta retie her. And both weights are right there. Alright. Yeah, we got her. Yeah, that's about 8 pounds, 7, 8 pounds. Alright, folks. There we go. That's a nice one, too. Beautiful. Let's see where you got that hook. Yeah, these are the tough ones because I can't quite hook pop right out. Never mind. Remember I said about their crushers, if you get them in their crushers, a lot of times that hook will just fall out. That's what that happened. Gorgeous fish, folks. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. So that's 8 freshwater drum now. 8 freshwater drum, 3 buffalo, a channel catfish, sturgeon, and a 10 plus grass carp. These guys are just wild today. Both of those hits when the baits were falling. I didn't even get a chance to come over and talk to you guys for a minute. I think that one. I forgot I gotta re-rig this one, so let me. I kept getting this one wrapped around the other rod, so. Look back. I gotta re-rig this one real quick. It's too difficult. I've done this twice already. First time the buffalo ran around the line, and then that drum ran around the line again. And one more time. One thing about this is at least I'm making sure my knots are good. Good to go. Back. Tighten. We need to get a worm on this, and I'll come back and check that chat. That buffalo really spun my line up too. There's a worm. I'm picking up a few little pieces of worms because these guys are eating these worms so quickly today. I'm definitely going to run out when I run out. I'd rather make them last for as long as I can. Good cast.
sort of protects them from getting pulled over. Alright, I think that'll do, folks. We're back.
Sorry about that. I had a run there. Remember I said he'd walk. There's another bite on it.
Alright again. Remember I said you can start walking away from these rods. As soon as you walk away from them, they hit them. They don't look good.
Let's chat before they pull the rods in again. You guys are enjoying the show today, my friends. Let's see. John P says MVP with the heart emojis. How you doing? Thanks for coming back in, John P. John P says grumpy. John P says Seb. John P says Julian. John P says Richard. Let's see mostly what's going on. How you doing, my friend? Mostly says good luck, MVP. Thanks, my friend. We're doing pretty good so far today. Let's see, 8 of those nice freshwater drum. 3 buffalo, grass carp, a channel catfish, and a sturgeon so far today. 27 people in and 90 thumbs up. Incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bar rod again.
Got him. Come on, folks. And another nice little guy. That's number 9. Yeah, it's a nice little half pounder.
Number 9, folks. Number 9.
Hi, buddy.
See ya.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
These guys are relentless today. I can't keep any baits out.
Good work. Just get a bite. Check the real quick. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit more on there. I'm gonna put one more on here.
just won't stop today. Let's see, mostly says good luck. Let's see, mostly says, wow, you're catching the fish today. Yeah, we've caught 9 freshwater drum. Let's see, I believe 3 buffalo, a 12 pound, a 10 or 12 pound plus grass carp. We'll go 12 on that one. Let's see, a channel catfish and a sturgeon so far today. See, mostly says nice. Thank you, mostly. I appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Let's see, 38 people in. Awesome, folks. And 91 thumbs up. We're just 9 to break the 100 barrier. Yeah. What's that? It actually feels about 85, 90 degrees out here. It's getting pretty warm right now. Glad I left the fan on when I get back. I push that air from my basement. And my new landlord, he's renovating the upstairs. Making a lot of racket right now anyway, so it's best for me to get away from the house. Yeah, we're about 15 yards down, well, upriver from where our usual spot is. You can tell because I'm getting a lot more buffalo down here and grass carp, and those those drum are actually way bigger down in this spot. Yeah, the bridge is still behind us, but that's quite a bit of distance up there. Yep, you see the bridge is back that way. You can see that barge setting down. It's one of the reasons why this spot's so good right now. That barge upriver from us is pretty much stopping the current down here. Well, at least slowing it down quite a bit. Usually in this spot, the current's ripping so fast you need 2 ounces of weight. And putting that much weight on here, the majority of those fish aren't going to hit down here. Yeah, that was a good hour-and-a-half run of those fish. Of course, like 15 minutes of that was that landing that grass carp. I was overly, I guess a little bit overly sensitive to landing that one, because remember the last 2 big ones we had, we lost. But I do feel some closure now. I landed that one. Still feel a little bad about missing that flathead, but it happens. It's actually quite hot out here. I'm surprised my phone hasn't overheated. If it wasn't for that little bit of breeze going by down here, I'd be sweating profusely. We're going to give that a minute or 2 more to soak, and I'm going to refresh them. Number of our bites today was, I mean, seriously, the moment that bait hit the bottom. And these guys can get a little spooky after a while. You have to kind of back off of them for just a spell. Sometimes they'll kind of start getting used to that, your voice, you know, vibrating down the rods, you know, into the water, because, you know, sound travels in water. It doesn't travel as what? How do you put this? It travels further in water because it just keeps bouncing. It's molecular physics. Give me a headache just thinking about it. All right, let's go refresh these guys.
That line drifted way over to the right. And you can't just reel these baits in. You guys know that. If you do that, you're gonna wind up pulling the bait right out of a fish's mouth. All right, that's getting. Let's go a little further out. We've been going in really shallow. Let's try one out just a little bit deeper. Maybe some big flathead or something coming here, which can vary. It can happen quite a bit down here. You get a big old flathead catfish come down here and just shove his nose into a big school of buffalo and rum and stuff, and just looking for that one, acting a little weird, and go, he's got himself a meal. Those big flatties, like a 20-pound flathead, one like pound or 2-pound carp will feed that sucker for a week. You won't have to eat anything. Pretty good now. Pretty good. Rolling pretty straight. That one's actually a little bit. I was about ready to pull that in. Something popped it. I know he popped it because I put my hand on it and I felt the vibration of the rod. I am all slime today. Those 3 buffalo and that grass carp just got me covered in fish slime. Pop, pop, come on. Don't bounce it twice. Pop, pop. Let those soak for a minute. Check that chat.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends. Double tap that screen for me. We're getting near 100, folks. Almost to 100. 27 people in and 93 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I got sparklies in front of my eyes. Must have got up too quick. So here. After about an hour and a half in that sun, you do need to replenish your liquid supply. I know soda's not the best down here, but gives me a little extra caffeine boost. I don't eat a whole lot. I don't have a lot of money to buy food, to be honest. So I rely on caffeine quite a bit. That's not like I'm starving. I eat once a day. Close rod. Hold on that hard twice. And the far rod is trying to go in. That one was really pulling on it. Man, he's still messing with it. He's on there. Got him. He was on there. Just sitting there with it, folks. Fish on. Got this time. Another nice drum. It's our 10th of the day, folks. That's a solid 2.5 pounds. Another nice one. I kid you not, these old stinkers, once you hooked a few of them, they can hear you dangling by the rods. It won't hit anymore. There's number 10, folks. So let's see, 10 freshwater drum, three buffalo, a grass carp over 10. I'm gonna go 12 on that one. And let's see, channel catfish and a sturgeon. Heck of a day, folks. All right, hook is loose. I just gotta put it back into the right spot. Yep. There it goes. Yep, hook is out. All right, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. That got popped a couple times. And it's on there. I'll leave it out there. I'll let them with glasses. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 fish so far today. It's not bad for just a half hour's work of digging some worms behind my house. And I could have had a fish fry and a half if I wanted it. Which I do sometimes. I'll give some fish away to folks. And they'll bring me down some of the leftovers. Like the last time I kept a striper down here, that guy brought me a lot of that striper. I think I've got something big out there, deeper. All of a sudden, those bites out there a little bit further out, they just stop. Just like the other day when I got that flathead. I'm going to put on a little bit bigger of a worm, maybe entice this one of these guys to get. And this is a little bigger hook. Hopefully I can get the hook through this one. That's like the biggest hook I'll use. Unless I'm using solid chunks of wet bait. Good again. This is fun, folks. This is a workout and a half. You guys have never done a takedown? you know, do a live stream with that stuff behind the camera. It's fun. Go to channel. Let's see, Karina, what's going on? How you doing, Karina? Karina says hi. How you doing, Karina? And Sebastian says, yep, Corinne. See, Arnold, what's going on? How you doing? Arnold says, hey, bro. Hey, Arnold, how's it going, my friend? Let's see, Hunter says, mostly 66, hello. Yeah, that's my backup account. I like to pop it in at least once a feed. I don't know if it helps or not, but can't hoit. 33 people in and see a 95 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Just 5 more till we get to the 100 barrier. Yeah, I used to never get over 100 when I started live feeding. I used to get like 35 or 40. If you check my my first few live streams, even when I was catching fish, it was like, just goes to show how much support and I get from you guys. Helps us out so much. There's our daily biplane go over. Once a day that sucker goes over. I don't know if I fly in a biplane anymore. Oh, poor rod. I do a stinker. I just didn't get a good run at that one. Yeah, and that's what happened too, though. The worm turned around in on itself. That'll happen sometimes with these garden night crawlers. They're so tough that if they turn around on themselves, they can actually prevent the hook from penetrating. Same thing with red wigglers you buy at the stores. A lot of those red wigglers are so tough that you can't get a hook through them. Unless you put like one little red wiggler on, and that ain't much of a attract the fish. They want something to eat out here. Slack again. I think that looks okay again. Goo. Let's see. 38 and 95 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yep. Adam says, sneaky fish. He at it and let go. Yeah, my friend, they're good at doing that down here. Definitely, I've had a number of them just chewing on that bait until I get right by that rod, and then they'll let go. See, Sebastian says, super chat not set. I've had difficulties with that. For one thing, you have to break the 100 mark a month to get those donations to come in. I do have PayPal and Cash App linked in the description on my main channel. You can do that very quickly, and I believe 99% of those donations go straight instantly. And also, people don't realize this, but YouTube takes over 30% of every donation. So for someone like me, someone donates $100, I get 70. That doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, that is an incredible amount. I mean, $30 is a lot to be asking for them to take. Close rod. It's on, folks. Yikes. That's a big one. Oh, that sucker was running there. Coming in with it now. It's coming in with it. PayPal and Cash App's linked in there. Those donations go instantly to me. And all that stuff is completely confidential. I do get those. That's another nice, like 2.5, 3 pounder. Yeah, that's about 2 pounds. Why were you pulling so dang much, man? Pulling the drag out. Awesome. I also have Chime linked as well if you rather do bank to bank. I don't make much. I mean, the last 3 months I had what Super Chats turned on, I didn't break the $100 barrier. It would have taken me, I think, like 5 months to break it. So I turned it off. I do leave the commercial monetization on the long forms and the short feeds. That way, YouTube's making, they're still making money. I mean, it's not like like I do believe in their commercial practices. I think they should put better commercials in, to be honest. All right, buddy. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was number 11. Now, I don't make enough even in the commercials. I mean, you just make pennies on the dollar on the commercial stuff. Get it. Got him. Nice, that's big. White stick in his head. I think that's one. Yep. That is not moving, folks. That's something big. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's that rag. Oh, God, I ain't seen her yet. That fish is running. Common carp. Orange tail. Those are 6 species today. Look at that fish running. This guy looks like fighting. Fighting to get the great tree. Big old common carp too. I do get the notifications to those donations to PayPal instantly as well.
Yeah, it's all muscle this time. And it's got quite a look on it. It looks like it's about 8 or 10 pounds. Until I get a good look at that head. Oh yeah, that's over 10. Big fruit. Sometimes these guys can be thin down here on the river. That's not a thin common carp. That's a big one. That's over 10. That's a river monster carp. Big guy. That's a big guy. 10 plus. Get in here. Alright. Sit there for just a minute. Sit there for just a minute, girl. I can turn around here. She ain't ready yet. I need to get her down this direction so I can get her head towards me. Alright. There we go. I think we got her, folks. This is when I usually get them in. Yeah, that's over 10 easy. Get a hold of her. Around rocks. That was a close one. Yeah, she just forced her way right out of my hands. Come on, big guy. Come on. Yeah, these big old commons can be some brutes and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go 15 on this one. This is just one big, thick common carp. Yeah, come on, girl, come on. Don't want you banging up in the rocks. Just hold still for me. Wait, I can get a hold of you. Come on, girl, come on, give it up. Just hold still for me, girl. And I've got her, I just... Alright, yeah, that's over 15. Focus out. She knows it. She knows it. That's over 15, folks. That is a big common carp. Boy, that's a brute and a half there. That's a river monster and then some. Look at that. Some of these guys are thin. That's the ones that got that big hump on the front of them. All muscle and thick old, healthy common carp. Let's see, so far we've got 11 freshwater drum, 3 buffalo, a channel catfish, a sturgeon, 10 plus grass carp, and this is our first common carp. This will go over 15. I'm gonna go 15 easy on this one, so we're gonna go 15. Look at that bright red tail on her. Doesn't look like it's torn up. She's not in here bedding yet, but she's definitely thinking about it. All right, girl, let's get you in here for a close-up. Gotta love doing this, folks. Yep, she's tensing up. There she goes. See you, buddy. Thank you. Yep, and all that fight, that's it. One scale. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think you guys saw that pretty good. Yeah, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Man, these guys are tearing me up today. That's what I get for changing my line. Now I can land these suckers. Yeah, yesterday we were breaking them off because I had old vine on. I used to last them my 8 and 10 pound test. Yeah, honestly, that one was on my 10. So, you know, my bait caster has 10 on it just because this stupid bait casters nowadays, they're not made well to take light line. You need a BFS bait caster to take like 4 and 6 pound tests. But mine will go on behind the spool on these things, and it'll just slice them to pieces. It only does it when you take a cast at the limits of when you're trying to cast. If you got that thing locked down, it usually doesn't do it. I think that one's back. I don't like to talk about that on the on the feed because the AI picks up on a lot of that stuff. So I don't like to talk about the negative aspects of YouTube, but you brought it up, so I have to talk about it. Yeah, and honestly, that's not even the IRS still takes their share out too, so. Now, if you don't make over a certain amount, they have to give that money back, of course, but still. If you ever become monetized, the first thing they ask you for is your tax information. And I put a few of those dollars back into YouTube and memberships to individuals, channels that support me, and I'd like to support them as well. So, like I said, I'm not trying to jip YouTube. I really am. I'm not. They're getting paid. Trust me, they're getting paid. And I do love their platform. It's could use a little work here and there, but most social media platforms need a little bit of work here and there. Would like them to fix some of the glitches in YouTube, but gotta take the good with the bad, right, folks? Like that great old pickup truck you got. Yeah, she might guzzle gasoline, but she'll get you from point A to point B.
Let's see, 33 people in and 104 thumbs up. Incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, what did I miss in chat? Yep, she was not wanting to give up. Let's see, where was I in chat here, man? Yeah, it's very possible. I got gunk on the screen. Let me clean her off real quick. Yeah, we're starting to get muck on here, so I have to wipe her off. Let's see, Monster says, get him! Then Spesson says, cool, great fish. Let's see, Corin says, wow, nice fish. Let's see, Adam says, drum, I think. Let's see, Terry, what's going on? How you doing, Terry? Terry says, St. Louis man, eat that fish. I do eat fish, Terry. Dadgummit, there's a bite on the hook rod again.
Hop, hop. Mister. I do eat fish, Terry. If I eat more fish, I'll grow gills. I eat a lot of fish and rice, folks. That fills my my stomach up as cheaply and as healthy as I can spare. Yeah, rice is very cheap, and the fish I catch myself. It's done me pretty good. I'm in pretty good physical shape for my age. 58 years young and going strong.
to keep up with you guys. We're back. Well, you talk about a workout doing this, folks. Bastion says, PayPal doesn't work for me. You can try Cash App as well. I do know some people live in countries where PayPal doesn't work. Cash App is just the same thing. In fact, it's more confidential than PayPal. Now, PayPal, I can send you a message back, per se. Cash App, it'll only let me send them an emoji. So it's actually more. Let's see, PA Fly, what's going on? PA Fly, Texas Flounder. That last one I got was a common carp, and the one before that was a freshwater drum. See, 33 people in it, 105 likes. We've broken the 100 barrier. Awesome, folks. Ordo, what's going on? How you doing, Steven? Ordo says fish on. Yeah, we've been catching them today, Steven. Let's see, we've got, I believe, is 11 freshwater drum, 3 buffalo. Let's see, a big old grass carp, a big common carp, a channel catfish, a sturgeon. Yeah, we've caught them today. Definitely, my friend. Let's see, Marco, what's going on? How you doing, Marco? Marco says hi. And I had to go to channel on that one to read her. I believe everyone gets their big old ant. Get off me. Where was I? There we are. Adam says, it just won't give up. Yeah, that common carp had a mind of her own. Yeah, those suckers are strong. See, Bastion says, wow, beautiful fish. Yeah, they are, definitely. I don't know why people don't like some of these species down on the river. They're actually harder to get than a lot of the other ones. See, Hunter says, nice one. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sebastian says, nice carp. I appreciate that. Let's see, Rude, what's going on? How you doing, Rude? Rude says MVP. Or it says big one. See, Sebastian says, you rock. Let's see, George says, MVP, how's everyone doing? Just tuned in. Awesome, my friend. Let's see, what can we call? We've caught 11 freshwater drum, 3 buffalo, 1 grass carp, 1 common carp, 1 sturgeon, and 1 channel today so far. Horace says, nice, nice, nice. Let's see, Spawn says, bravo, bravo, bravo. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I didn't break it. Let's see, Mike, what's going on? How you doing, Mike? Mike says, nice catch. Love catching them. Yeah, I dropped them right in the water. Yeah, common carp are pretty tough down here. If they lose 1 scale on a fight, that's not going to bother them. Let's see, Root says, fish on. Let's see, Bastion says, beautiful carp. Bravo. See, Spawn says, nice carp. Thank you, guys. See, Adam says, that carp was heavy. Yeah, that was a big old fatty. She's probably full of eggs. Oh, far out. Got him. It's on, folks. It's on. Well, that feels like something big again. Oh, yeah, that's got some weight to it. Oh, we got another buffalo. Well, this is our fourth buffalo of the day. Yeah, I think I probably lift this one up. Nope. I could have landed that one, but the hook pulled out. My dumb butt. Oh well.
Let's subtract 1. Now it's 3. Oops. Oh well. My dumb butt. Like, I could just lift that up. That ain't gonna break the line. I forgot buffalo got like rubber mouths. They got mouths like crappie. Oh well. Having too fun of a day to let one do that. The line didn't snap. It's just the hook pulled right out of him. There's more worm. I knew I had some left in there. They get right on down to the bottom down here. You can't get them out. You guys saw them. I had them all the way out of water. It don't count though. I didn't get to touch them. It only counts when I touch the fish. And it has to be a long touch. It can't just be my hand glanced against it. Boy, that did not sound right. Yeah, I'm putting a very little worm on here right now. Just the tiniest bit of worm. I didn't like that cast. I put the corn about. That's good, folks. I should probably refresh this one too. Because it got like plugged in it. Let's see what's going on with it. Looks like, it's okay. Yeah. Just let that hit the bottom. Make sure that line is settled and tightened up, and we're good to go again. That was my bad, but I'm not worried about it. That was only like another 2-pound buffalo. I had her out of the water. My dumb butt thought I'll just lift that up. Let's see, skip that Cindy. What's going on? They're wearing them out, Mike. Yeah, they're wearing me out, Cindy. Let's see, we caught 11 freshwater drum. Let's see, 3 buffalo. Let's see, a grass carp, a common carp, a sturgeon, and a channel catfish today. Let's see, Real says hello, Miss Cindy. Let's see, Cindy says hi, Real. Let's see, Werewolf, what's going on? How you doing, Werewolf? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Werewolf says hi, Mike. How you doing today, buddy? Werewolf says hey, y'all. Werewolf says hi. Let's see, Gator, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Gator with the Cyclops emoji. Let's see, Gator says, dropping a like, headed out, brother. Be back later if you're still in. All right, thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. That's Basin says fish on. Let's see, pretty good. Hope you're too. We're doing great for as far as the fishing's concerned. Just a few dollars short of my phone bill this month, so I'm just trying to get a few dollars together to pay that off, but we're close. And I'm on the borrowed time, on the 72-hour plan, which basically means you ain't gonna pay it in 72 hours. You're gonna lose your service, buddy. And I can get another day on my hotspot because I usually don't use that. 24 people in and 110 thumbs up. Incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are enjoying the show and hope you're having a great Tuesday.
It's actually kind of hot out there. We're getting a little breeze off the water, which is kind of keeping it a little bit cooler down here. But it's pretty hot out here right now. And the wind's blowing quite a bit above the levee, but we're not getting much of it down here today. Just enough so I have to keep the wind block on. Let's see. Cindy says, did you catch all that today on worms? Yes, sir, Cindy. Just my little garden variety shoestring little white worms. And this water's rising. These fish are coming in right to the bank, Cindy. That common carp couldn't have been 6 feet from the bank, and that grass carp was closer than that. And even these drum are in like 7 or 8 feet of water. The channel cat, he was kind of like intermediate there. These guys are coming in shallower and shallower because, you know, the water is slowly rising. You know, the temperature inside is getting warmer. Oh, close rod. Got him. We've got another sturgeon. We've got another sturgeon, folks. Yeah, I don't get many of them over about a pound down here. Up at Columbia Bottom, you get those 4-8, 20-pounders. But these guys, I only get them about a pound. Whoa, dude, whoa. Watch that tail. They got a whip for a tail. I'm going to show you guys this. Sheesh, dude, give it up. There we go. Yeah, that's a shovel nose. See how that nose, when you play him flat, his nose sticks up rather than flat to the bottom. That's how you can tell a shovel nose from a pallid sturgeon. Check these guys out when you get them in here close. Like the tiny little eyeball. Look at that. A tiny little eyeball. And they got a whip for a tail. Look at that. Just a little whip. Gotta love it, folks. That's our second sturgeon of the day. Pretty little guy. Yeah, they're dinosaurs. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I keep you hooked. I missed the buffalo. Thank you, Mama. Bouncing that one for a second there. You'd be amazed what some of these little peck bites you get are at places. You'd never think they were anything unless you'd set the hook on them. Now, mind you, I do lose some of the bigger fish sometimes because I use smaller hooks because I want to hook those smaller ones too. But you still land some of the big ones too. Well, most of the big ones anyways. Every once in a while, like that flatty, that one got me. Yeah, that one kind of bummed me out yesterday. I got that flathead right to the surface right here. Saw his back tail. His head come up once, and the hook, it untied itself. The line didn't break. It slipped. And it looked like I had him pretty good too. I had him in the inside of the mouth, so that hook wouldn't have pulled out. Kind of heartbreaking, but that kind of stuff can happen. And that flathead the other day, that was in really shallow water. Those big flatties are moving in here into shallows, thinking about bedding and nesting up, grabbing themselves one final meal before they go in there and do the deed. Yeah, these are just little itty bitty shoestring redworms, Cindy. I put 2 or 3 of these on the hook and just gob those up. And I let those dangle at the end.
Put a little like barrel swivel on there, and that'll spin in that current right off the bottom, and it gets some heck of bites. It gets some really good bites. It's extremely natural. These worms are dug straight from the ground, so unlike the ones you buy that don't have much scent to them. They've been cleaned pretty good, cleaned and sterilized. These guys got some scent to them. Yeah, my fingers just covered with yuck. Let's see, Bob, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Bob was 110th like, awesome. Let's see, 19 people still in, 113 thumbs up, incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Bob says, sounds like he's in a bathtub. Let's see, Sebastian says, great. Bob says, cool. Yeah, we're on a rock face. Close rock. That sound echoes towards you guys. Pick it up and drop it. See what he did to it. See what he did to it. Nothing much. Oh, you mean the water rushing against the shoreline? Yeah, a lot of people use mic feeds, which they have sound dampening technology. You can't hear the waves on the shoreline, which also blocks out the wind and everything too. You don't need a wind block to block that stuff out. But still, I prefer to hear that water in the background. Let's see, Clifton, what's going on? How you doing, Clifton? Clifton says you're always catching fish. Oh, you're always catching, never fishing. There was one trip during the wintertime I was out, I didn't catch nothing. It was only like 15 minutes. It was like 25 degrees, 30-mile-per-hour winds. I didn't last so long. See, Bob says cool. I get skunked once a decade. Oh yeah, those sturgeon can live for years and years and years. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, they're dinosaurs. They've been around since before T-Rex was walking around out here. They ain't changed much except their sizes. Of course, there's still some monsters. Some monsters around. Let's see, Clint, what's going on? How you doing today, my friend? Clint says, what's up, MVP? How's it doing? Good, my friend. We're doing pretty good so far today. We've caught, I believe it's a 12 freshwater drum. 11 or 12. I think it's 12 freshwater drum. 3 buffalo carp. A common carp, a grass carp, and 2 sturgeon. And a channel. Yeah, that's even the channel is about a pound. We've gotten some pretty nice fish today. See, 17 people still in, 115 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
See, Clint says, nice quiet today from the sounds of it. Yeah, she's pretty. And we had a couple trains go by, but that's over with. This river can be very relaxing. Get down here. I try to get the camera near the water so you guys can hear that splashing of the water on the rocks. Very peaceful. And the wind's blowing pretty good. That's another reason why I got the wind block on, to keep you guys from that crap. She looks pretty beautiful out here right now. That's about right. Close rod, that's trying to double it. It's on, folks. Well, that's quite deep. What have we got? Oh, we got some drum. We got a blue cat. So we caught every species down here but stripers. That's a nice blue cat. That's a couple pounds. Yeah, I thought that come to the surface weird. Come here, big guy. Come here, guy. Don't do it. Yeah, that's about 2.5 pounds. I might go 3 on him. She's got a pretty good belly on her. That's about maybe 3 times the size of the channel we got, and that channel was about 1 pound. Yeah, we're gonna go 3 on this one. Yeah, I thought that was doubling it quite a bit, like a blue cat. So yeah, that's a gorgeous blue. Not those little babies we usually get. Yeah, that's a keeper size. If you're gonna keep them, I keep this size and down to about 1 pound. Anything bigger than that, I throw back in this part of the river. Now you get up to Columbia Bottoms, I keep them about 8 or 10 pounds, but gorgeous fish, folks. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's a nice one there, folks. Wonderful. Gotta love it. And that is a picture perfect one too. No parasites on him. No scars, no scrapes. Wonderful. I get him in here close up, folks. I don't get many. Ow, ow, let go. I know you like to taste of me, but I need that thumb back. Let's get him in here for one close up for you guys. Gorgeous blue cat, folks. And see that back dorsal fin? That bottom part there, it's square rather than round. That's definitely a blue. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow, that's fun. Yeah, so we've caught every species of fish down here except stripers. Flathead are very uncommon. I've actually caught more stripers down here recently than I've been catching flathead. So yeah, flathead and stripers. We almost got all of them down here today. Yeah, that was just a tiny little piece of worm, man. There wasn't even that much worm. Who says you need a massive amount of bait to get a blue cat to get? Dude, that was like two little pieces of worm. Boy, it's incredible the amount of diversification of species in this one spot down here. Yeah, so our game fish today were the sturgeon, channel cat, and blue cat. All right, that's back. Round tip. That's it, too. That was as far out as she was. That was only in like 7 or 8 feet of water, too. I think that might do it for our worm. I got a couple more in the bottom here. Might as well stack them on this last rod. And look at that. That's dang near clean. Yep, dang near clean. And who says you need a ton of bait to catch a catfish? Yep, that's it. I do have some sausage in my backpack, but I don't think I'll rather. I was saving that for my emergency food, just in case I needed it. Pickled sausage. I'm not sure about it. Last time I ate one of those, they made my tongue smell funny for a week. Looks like she sounds okay. I kind of am surprised about that blue cat being in there. Then again, we've had some people fishing for the buffalo down here with feeder methods. Which basically, they're putting a lot of bait in the water, so it's not that unheard of for them to do that. Oklahoma weather, nice mostly time, but kind of bipolar. Yep, same here in St. Louis. It can be hot and cold. See, Clint says, I got you and left a comment. Thank you, Cindy. Let's see, Sebastian says, great catfish. Let's see, Clint says, thanks, Cindy. I've been subbed to you. I forgot to send me your way. I believe it was Bob that sent me your way originally, Cindy. Let's bite on a close rod again. Man, these guys just don't want to give up today. Let's see, Clint says, nice fish. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Cindy says, cool, thanks. Let's see, Coop says, outdoors. Yes, young ma'am. Let's see, Sebastian says, beautiful fish. Let's see, Clint asks, where you at? This is the Mississippi River. We're on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River down by the arch. Usually we're about a quarter of a mile upriver from the arch, but we just a little bit further upriver. We're about a half mile upriver from the arch in St. Louis today. You can tell I'm in a different spot because I usually don't get blue cat in my little shallow point right beside that bridge. I'm like right to the other side of that back current. I'm in the front part rather than the back part. Kind of makes sense. The catfish are running upstream to spawn, back downstream during the fall. So they're running upriver. They're running towards that point. Kind of makes sense they'd be stacking up this time of the year. All right, folks. I think we've been in 3 hours. I think we did a heck of a stream today, folks. I really, really do. Let's see, 12 freshwater drum, a three buffalo, common carp, a grass carp, a I see a channel catfish, a blue catfish, and 2 nice sturgeon today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Appreciate you coming in and visiting today. Yep. Think I did pretty good today. I'm just going to have my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day, my friends. Appreciate it. Bye.